This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here, see what crude oil is doing, what natural gas is doing, and then we're going to take a look here at Merck. MRK had a request for that one. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil and natural gas. Okay, let's take a look here at the old crude ski first. Okay, now what we had here is we had a series of lower highs and lower lows, and then we had a nice reversal. Now, yesterday in aftermarket, that's why you always have to watch that API report. When that came out, it was very, very bullish. Now, the EIA report actually confirmed it today. There was a little bit there in the old distillate area, but everything else had a pretty good draw right across the board. Okay, so I've been scalping this UCO, so I dumped it out here in pre-market there. It was at 30.80, and then it got as low here as 30.37. I'm back in there at 30.50, and I'm still holding the trade right now. So I'm going to see how this is all going to shake out. The key is you got to hold this 8-day 77.08 on a closing basis. Now, big brouhaha going on there in the Middle East as usual. Okay, so this is the controversy which is going on here now, which could send crude much, much higher, plus the seasonality factor here. So this is what we want to watch here on a closing basis, is this 77.07. That is very, very key, okay? So again, if that is lost, then what we do here, we just come right here, bottom there. You're looking at 76.98. We have here, you're looking at 76.40. And then we have your 76.04. Then we just follow the candles right down here. You got 75.35, and then your big retest down here is 74.59 here. But right now here, this is looking very, very good. If we can get back above that 8 SMA here, then this could send it much higher, okay? So now what we want to watch here, today's high so far is 77.58. You want to look right here to the left, okay? 77.69, that's going to be your resistant level right there. That's going to be next, okay? If you can get above that, then we'll come right up here to your 78.19, but this is what you're looking for, is going to be that 200-day simple moving average at 78.50. Then you have your 50-day right above that at 79.27, and then we have your nice 80.17. Above that, your 21-day, and then we have 80.57 is your 100-day. So this is actually looking very, very good. If we can close above that 77.07, this would be very, very bullish here, okay? So let's just see how this all shakes out here, but we have a nice reversal candle, just like we had here. See how we had this series of lower highs and lower lows? Then we got that bottoming tail in here, just like we had here. And then what we have is we have this nice green box candle that made a higher high, just like we had today. And now look at that run. Okay, so basically today you want to watch this. On the downside, 77.07. Very, very key level. On the upside, watch the top of this candle. You're looking at 77.69. If we can rally above that, then your 200-day is going to be your target at 78.50. Now, natural gas here was a really good trade. Now, this is the first time in a long time I held that UNG, but I dumped it out at 13.90 in the pre-market. And then I took a little cold trade, KOLD, and I made a 1.5 so far on the KOLD. Right now, I'm flat. I have no position. So I'm going to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, your positive divergence is still working here, but that also means here that this can be like a sideways action as long as we don't lose this 1.99. That's the key level. You lose that, you're going right down to this 1.90 level. Now, you really need to get back above this key right here, right there, okay? So you want to hold that 2.10. Now, the reason I held that UNG is because we had this positive divergence. You have this oversold condition, and we're above the 8 SMA here. But when we start losing that 8 SMA, boom, pre-market, I am gone, okay? So that's the key. And then right now here, that tells me, hey, I got to get rid of the long, take a little shorty, and now we got to see where we are standing. So right now, natural gas sitting real price, 2.04. That's lining up here very, very nicely here. So what do we have here? You got 2.035. Okay, so that brings that right across. So that's what you're looking for. Next level here, what it's going to do is we always want to look at the previous day, but that 199 is that's the key, is that 199. Okay, so this is what you're trading now. We're back in this range. Okay, so 199 on the bottom, and then you want to have that 8-day right there, 210 on the top. So trade this range until she breaks out. You break above, and then you're going to go right here to this 220 level, which is your 21-day, and roughly here your 100-day. Okay, that's your upside. Your downside, 190, 199. If you lose that, okay, right there, 190, that is going to be your target. Okay, so very, very easy. Very, very simple here. But remember, trade this here, okay? Once I see in the pre-market where this is lost, that 8-day is lost, bam, you got to reverse your trade and you got to get the hell out of the trade here, okay? That's the key. And now I'll say if you're just a long trader, you could just sell. But see, I trade long and short. So boom, that KOLD here worked really good. Now you had a pretty good movement in KOLD today. You had 72.22 on the bottom and 74.69 there on the old top. Okay, so you have a nice big range in that. UNG, I'm out. I'm done. I got that 13.90, and I was done with that. I was happy with that. I got 45 cents on that today, so I was very happy with that. Okay, so that's all done. Now, I just say, basically, watch that 8 SMA on the top. Watch that 199 on the bottom. Over here, watch that key 8 SMA. Very, very critical on a closing basis. If we can, then we can take up to this 200-day, the 50-day, and maybe even a 21-day if this thing is going to reverse here nicely. But again, if it closes below that 8 SMA here, well, then we got to wonder if this is going to keep shooting all the way on down here. Okay, so just trade exactly what is in front of you, not what you want. Okay, we're going to take a look here at Merck. Okay, here we have Merck. Now, I had a request there in the old on the site there, on the post there, to do Merck. Now, again, if anybody wants something here at midday, if you have a stock, a commodity, just post it on there, and I'll throw it up here right after the crude and natural gas. So, now again, Merck had their numbers yesterday, and actually, they had really good numbers, okay, and they guided higher. The problem is their guidance, they guided their profit lower going forward. That's always, never good. Now, they got this new cancer drug out there, which is actually very, very good and is very, very promising. But again, when you say my profits are going to go down, this is why the market sold this right on off here today. So right now, you're sitting here at 113.63. Now, if you look on the left of the chart here, okay, you always want to look to the left. Okay, the bottom of this candle, this was the gap, was 114.16. So you're in that gap. And then we have right here, okay, 113.32. Okay, so Merck here so far today, it got a low as 113.40. So this gap here is not filled. Okay, so just watch that this gap is not filled here at all. So, okay, so that's what we're going to be targeting next. The next is 113.32. Now, again, if that is lost, okay, then we can come all the way down to these levels right here. Okay, so you're looking at 109.24. And then we have 109.06. But what you always want to do is look to the left of the chart here and look at this number here. So you got 112 area is going to be next. So if we lose this gap right here, okay, at that 113.32, then you're going to be looking right here to this chart, this top of this candle here at that 112.02, call it, just say 112. Okay, so always look to the left of the chart here. Then we can start following these candles here all the way down. Then you're looking at that 109 here. You got 108, and then we can come right here to this price channel. You got 107, and then you can come all the way down here to 106 level here. Now, there is another gap that is right here that I want to point out, okay? So right here, you look at the bottom of this candle right here, okay, we're looking at 106.84. Then we look to the top of this candle here, you're looking at 106.16. So there is a gap right here and a fill. So always watch that for support levels. If you start losing all these other levels here, this could be a target. Let me see if I can big that up here, if that will come in on that. It doesn't do it. Too much stretch, as they say. Okay, so right now what you want to do is watch the bottom of this candle, top of this candle at 113.32, and then watch this light here. You're looking at 112, then 109, kind of a situation. But keep your eye on this level here, that 106.84. There's your gap, and then look over here, 106.61. There's your fill. Okay, so gap and your fill can come all the way down here. Now, when you look at your RSI here, well, you know, you're in oversold condition. But again, we have this going on here, and this MACD that just spun right over. That is just no good. Okay, so let's take a look here on a weekly chart of Merck. Okay, so now we have a little bit more support levels going on here. Okay, so actually we blasted through this 50 SMA here yesterday, and now you're holding that. Now next level is going to be this 112.22. Okay, so we look at 112.22. That pretty much lines up when we look to the left of the chart there at 112.02. So you're sitting right there, and then we have all these that we can fill. Okay, left here, but watch that gap. Okay, that 106 area, that's going to be very, very crucial here. And then we can come all the way down here to this 95.47 level. Now, let's just take a look and say this reverses and you bounce off of this 112.22 level. Well, then what you want to do is on the upside, we're looking to reclaim this 117.95. Okay, that's going to be very, very key level there to reclaim. Okay, that's going to become very tough resistance. And then right above that, you look at this price channel at 119.23. Okay, so right there, okay, 117.95, and then your price channel there sitting at 119.23. And then again, if you can get above that, then we just take the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 120.87 here. We look out to the bottom of this candle here, you're looking at 122.37, and then we're looking at this 8 SMA here, 125.38, and then we have your 21-day at 126.93. But this 50-day is going to be very, very strong. So let's see what you're on to see. If you're trading this, is it going to hold this key level here, this 112.22? If not, you're going to go down to that gap at 106 area, okay? So just watch that. Now, if that's lost here, then you can come all the way down here. You're looking at basically your, say 99, 80, say 100 level here, and then you can come all the way down here to your 96.47 level. Now, this RSI here on the weekly, this is not oversold as yet. This has plenty of room to run to the downside. This is just has a crossover here. This is your first tail. See where this green crossed over? This is why you want to look at multiple charts, daily, weekly, monthly, all these charts, okay? So this is a weekly chart. So when you have this crossover, that green goes over your red, that's your first tail that you can't break. You're not breaking through this level here, okay? And then we have a descending here RSI. So even though this is going sideways, the RSI is descending. So this is a tail right here. That green, that crossover, this is another tail here that you just don't go long. Now, again, these are drug companies, and I get it. This can rally up here just like it rallied down here. Very easy. But you know what you always want to do, no matter what it is, just watch these charts. And when you see this on a descending acceleration on the downside, and you see that green crossover, that says don't even get involved with this trade. Let it shake out, and then you can take the trade. So if it went above this 134, say the reverse and it broke out, then you can take the trade and you take that up to 150, okay? But other than that here, always watch for these tells, these signs here that just say, just stay the hell out of this trade here until these earnings are done and everything. Now, again, they had good numbers, but when you lower your profit, outgoing profit guidance, that is never, never good. So today, what you want to do is watch this 112 level here, but you have that gap on your daily chart there, that 113 and change. So watch that first. Watch this 112 here. If that's lost, you can come all the way down to that gap at 106. You come down to the 100-day and you watch the 95. This here on the upside, you got to get back above this 117.95, and then you can have possibly get back into that price channel situation at 119.23. Okay, that's what I got for you. And I'll be back here after the pit close, and we're going to go a little bit more in depth on crude oil and natural gas. We'll bring up some 1 minute, 5 minute charts, hourly, 4 hour charts to go a little bit more in depth and see what the hell is going on. Okay, now, another thing I was going to say down, the EI report that came out there today for crude, that was very, very bullish. Now, remember, the natural gas is going to be coming out tomorrow at 10:30 also, and then we have your rig count there on Friday. Okay, now remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want. Thanks for watching.